Now, less than 2 months ago, the US federal government narrowly avoided running out of funding. Now the deeply divided Congress once again faces a tight deadline to provide a new budget, just 1 week. Neither the Democratic-controlled Senate nor the Republican-led House of Representatives has passed a bill to extend government funding. The bill expires at midnight next Friday into Saturday. Without an agreement by the 17th of November, the world's largest economy will instantly begin pumping the brakes. 1.5 million government employees will go without pay. Most federal facilities, including national parks, will be closed, and sectors such as air travel could be forced to slow down. Most elected officials on either side of the aisle hope to avoid this extremely unpopular outcome, the so-called government shutdown we're talking about. The last time Congress faced a funding deadline at the end of September, it was plunged into chaos. Republican allies of Trump, furious that their leadership reached a deal with Joe Biden to extend funding, successfully moved to oust House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. McCarthy's removal, it left the lower chamber paralyzed, even as events such as the Hamas attack on Israel and the Ukraine war spurred calls for quick congressional action. And the Republican Party, it eventually chose as its new speaker, Mike Johnson, who is a little-known representative from Louisiana with only limited leadership experience. He has not yet publicly and explicitly stated how he intends to avoid a shutdown.
This conference that you see, this House Republican majority, is united. I'm honored to have the support of my colleagues.
Like his predecessor, Johnson will face a delicate juggling act. A small but influential group of hardline Republicans want strict fiscal tightening. Remember, Democrats control both the Senate and the White House, and Washington is now well acquainted with these last-minute battles over funding and often finds a compromise just before the deadline or shortly after. In fact, the Republican representative who launched the campaign to oust McCarthy cited the September agreement as his last straw. U.S. experienced its longest shutdown during the Trump presidency for several weeks, beginning in December 2018, at a cost to the country's GDP estimated to be over $3 billion. In June, the United States faced a race against the clock to raise the nation's borrowing limit, risking an unprecedented default on debt. Under the agreement struck between then-Speaker McCarthy and White House, the so-called debt limit will not be reached again until November 2024 elections. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.